Good afternoon, guys. We back, man. I'm back in the scene, man. Thank y'all so much for your patience, man. And man, job well done. Congratulations on everybody, man. And thank you guys so much for staying intact with each other, staying in communication with each other. During the course that I was gone, as far as the chat rooms, I've been checking out all the alerts and everything. Engineer, and I read your message, man. And of course, we're family for life. We're always gonna have you back. We're always gonna do what we gotta do to make sure that you're okay. And for everybody else, man. But let's go ahead and dive right back into our charts, guys. Let's see what this second half of the market has to offer us, and we get ready to rock and roll. Let me go ahead and get this down. And yeah, guys, let's go ahead and hop back in. And right now, we'll see what the market has to, where we're gonna go from here. We do have that price point around that 551, 552 level. We'll keep it rocking and rolling. And we'll see. And don't forget, guys, today we do have earnings coming out today. We have Meta, and we do have Microsoft. So let's go ahead and do what we do best in a matter of 3, 2, 1. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's go. All right, guys, we are back. Thank y'all so much, man. Like I said, for having patience, man. I had to deal with a little emergency, but we are back and we are good to go, guys. As of now, going into the second half of the market, we have bounced at that 547.19 level. Remember what I told you guys? Keep your eyes peeled. Once we recover that 544.33 level, watch that 547.19 for that push on up towards that 551 level. Because as we went back this morning, we showed the pretty much the rotation around that price point. Let me go back a little bit. Where's it at? Well, we did bounce from that 543. Remember, this was in April 2nd. Well, we did bounce from that 544.33 level, ran all up towards the 550 to 551 level, and came right back on down. So we are pushing back up. And Aussie, thank you so much for joining me too, Queen. Thank you so much. And Engineer, man, like I said, we always gonna have you back, man. We family for life. And like I said, I did read your message, and man, I did appreciate that. You being honest. And again, we always gonna ride for you, man. You know that, Queen. You know we got your back, man, for life. And I'm like I said, we are not going anywhere. I mean, we're a family. We work together as a team and do the best that we can, and make things happen. So right now, like I said, guys, we are on this uptrend. We have transitioned from a downtrend to an uptrend where buyers are pushing their way back up towards that 551, 552 level. Keep in mind, we do have that 50 SMA right above your head, and you already know the main price point, guys, 552. Keep that on watch. Keep that in mind. Right now, we're at 550. We're only $2 away from that 552 level, which we still have not held above that price point. We've broken above it, but we haven't held it. So you got to keep that in mind. You got to keep that in mind. That price point is going to be that 552 level. So right now, from what I'm looking at, and I'm gonna be honest, Engineer. To me, it does still look a little weak. We are in a range between the levels that I got right now. As of now, is gonna be around 548.88 up to that 552 level. And I'm gonna show you real quick right here, Queen, based off my 180 chart. So let's see. Let me go back a little bit. So right now we are on this little channel in this little range right here. Right now we held above that 548.88 level. You can see right here we did a red to green. We did hold above that price point. And we do have that 552 level still above our heads. So right now we're in a little $2 range between 548 552. So right now we're in that little range as of now. 548.88 up to that 552 range. So we are still at that level, and you got to keep in mind 552 is still going to be resistance until we break above it. Finally get that counter to close above that price point where we can utilize that 552 for now support to move up towards the upside. But as you can see right here, every time we kept trying to push towards 552, we always kept getting that breakout failure right across the board. When none of the candles succeeded as far as closing above that price point, holding that level for some possible support to move back up. Every time we run up towards that level, we come right back on down. So right now, at this time, Engineer, we are in the range of 548.88 level and at 552 level. So right now we're in this little range here where we still have that tops and we still have those bottoms as of now. Like I said, you got to keep in mind 552 is still going to be a resistance until we get that breakout above that price point. Right now we're still underneath that level. So we got to still take 552 into consideration as far as being resistance until we break above that price point. So you got to still take that into consideration. And we are starting to, and as far as the pattern setting up right now, Engineer, we are starting to kind of arc a little bit. If you notice with all these candles right at that 552 level, we are kind of starting to arc a little bit right underneath it. We're kind of starting to create like a little cup right underneath that price point. So just keep that in mind that we may, like I said, it may pull back. So I'm gonna keep it on watch. So the main price point at this time that you want to stay on top of is that 548.88 level, because that's that little range that we in right here where you see a red to green move. So right here, 548.88. Now, how did I come up with that price point? That's this old area here. We can see that red candle at that little small mini red candle. 548.88. That was this little level here. Well, we got rejected at 548.88, came on down. Then we got a little break above that price point, ran up to 552, then fell right back underneath 548.88. So right now we're right back in this little range right here, right back in this little range of 548.88, 552. And don't forget, guys, we do have data coming out. Not data, but earnings coming out. We do have Microsoft and we do have Meta coming out. So definitely keep that in mind that we do have those data coming out today. Those earnings, I mean. So definitely keeping it on watch. We still trying to build our way back up towards that 552, but that's still resistance until we get that breakout and we get those candles to close above that price point and hold. We don't want to see a breakout, but then fall right back underneath the price point of 552, because that's going to remain resistance. We do have the 9 MA slightly moving on up, trying to create some type of little wedge. You can kind of see right here where you get those 9 MA bounces, 9 MA bounces, 9 MA bounces, where it does look like it's trying to create some type of indicator squeeze right at that 552 level. So as long as you hold above that 9 MA, I mean, we could get a possible push above that 552 today. We do have earnings coming out. Again, Microsoft and Meta. But you got to keep that in mind, and you got to respect that area of 552 until we break above that price point. We do have room to run up to it, but we have to break and hold. We have to get a candle to successfully close above that price point, so therefore we can start to utilize that for support rather than resistance. So you got to keep that in mind too. So right now we're still underneath it. We ran up, try to break above 552. Then you came right back underneath that price point. It came right back on down. So until we can get that breakout, you got to keep that in mind. So now we know how important 552 is going to be, even on the upside. You know, once we break above that price point, where we can utilize 552 for support to move our way back up into the 560s. So right now, as of now, we are in somewhat of a little range. 548, 88, 552. We're in a little range right now still, as of now. Close that out. So right now we're still on an uptrend, still building this little uptrend towards that 551, 552 level. Keep that on watch as we push our way back up. But like I said, what we have to do is we have to close above that price point. We have to close it, have to hold above that 552 in order to turn resistance right back into support again. So we are still slowly trending on up. We do have that uptrend still building its way back on up towards the upside, towards that 50 SMA, which is around that 552 level. You see right here. 582, and we do have that 50 SMA. So keep that in mind. So yeah, guys, I'm back. So to help you guys, see where we go from here. Tesla traders, you already know, 280. Puts, if you want to see more downside, you want to definitely stay underneath that 280 level. For calls, you want to break above 280 where we can get that push back up towards that 285. Keep in mind that we did crack that trend line. Now we're on the bearish side of things versus the bullish side of things. So you got to keep that in mind. So in order for us to get back on top of that trend line, we definitely got to get back above that 280 level for that possible push right back up towards that 285 level. Because that'll put us back in that range, in that $5 range of 280, 285. And that'll put us back in this channel. It'll put us back in that channel where 280 will return back to support, and we'll focus on that range once again, 285, 290. So right now, here we go, guys, pushing our way on up. Right now, we're at 551 level. Keep that on watch. Got to remember, 552 is going to be that area that we need to break and hold. Not break and come back down. We need to break and hold that key level because we want to turn old resistance into new support. Yeah, so from that 541.80 level, we did get that move back up towards the upside, up towards that 551. But keep in mind, 552 is going to be that main area that we need to break and hold. 552 is going to be that main area we need to break and hold because we want to get right back in this little range here. Keep it on watch, guys. I didn't realize I didn't have my music on. Oh, Zero, I'm sorry, boss. I forgot to turn my thing back on. Yeah, I got it back on. I apologize. Zero, I got you, boss. I got you. Yeah, I forgot to turn my chat box back on. It's on now. Zero, I got you, boss. I got you. Zero has stated, and I'll bring it back up. Zero has stated, he said 550.93 monthly close. So shout out to Zero for the alert. Thank you so much, boss. I forgot to turn it back on. I do apologize. So he said 550.93. Which we are getting a little push above that price point up towards that 551. And we do have that 50 SMA that's sitting right along with that 552 level right here, 582. So keep that in mind, guys. Definitely keep that in mind. So shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Job well done. Y'all did get in it for the call opportunity, after the reversal. From that pull back and that bounce recovery back up towards that 551 range. So you did get a nice little setup, red to green, 541.80 right back up to 551.
0 buck says 01 says if it doesn't break 552 again, I see 542 today possibly.
Let me see. What area we need to crack to go back? Oh, yeah. So, what we need to crack zero, what we need to get back underneath to get the ball rocket rolling on that downside, we're going to need to crack that 548.88 level, where we could start to pull our way back down to, the 545s to the 544s and so forth. So, yeah, if we could get that crack underneath that 548.88, we could definitely start to tumble our way back down toward the downside, and I do agree with you on that one. Like I said, the way we're setting up, it looked like the 90MA is trying to set up for a possible indicator squeeze above that. It looked like it's going to try to go for that 552 push. Don't forget, guys, we do have earnings coming out today. We do have Microsoft. We do have Meta. And speaking of that, let me go ahead and check out the how we are looking on those companies before the earnings come out. How we looking on Meta? As far as Meta, got right back above that 538, trying to push your way back up toward that 547 level. So it's trying to trying to get back in within this range. Because you can see right here, when we were in the range, we held that 538 level up to 547, up to 555, then right back on down. So it looks like we are back in this little range, but that area around 547 to 550 level. Let's see how we're looking on Microsoft. As far as Microsoft, what was the key level? It's 395. Yeah, so 395. Let me push this up a little bit. I know I had it at 390. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna make a duplicate copy because I want to keep that there because I know they play like somewhat of a little role too. So I'm gonna make a duplicate copy and put it at 395. Just a little bit. Let me see, guys. Hold up, give me a minute. So 395, back in that spot here. All right, cool. So yeah, so 395. So 395, yeah, and then from there 393.23 up to 395 because you kind of see the little range. So you can see that little range here within that little these price ranges right here. 393.23 up to 395, so you can see that little range. So we still got some ways to go before we get back into that area. So we definitely got to break back above that 393.23 level. As far as SPY, guys, right now run up to getting a little bit of rejection right at around that 51 level, right back down, right in 51. Getting a little bit of rejection, a little bit of resistance, right back down. So right where I got my line at, got rejected at, right around those levels. So keep that in mind. Got rejected. So we haven't got that push yet. Starting to get some weakness. So just keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. And like I said, that other area that we want to stay on top of, if we want to see more upside, again, we want to stay in that range between 52 and 48.88. 48.88. Right, yep, right here. Right where we had that little candle where we tried to bounce and then we fell. So right now you're above that 548.88. So you're above that price point. Trying to push up towards that 52. So let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. Because the minute we fall back underneath 548.88, then we can start to pull back down to even lower prices. Because if you crack that 548.88, you come back down this way underneath that area, then we can definitely see some downside where we start to transition once again. But right now we are on an uptrend, pushing our way up towards the upside. You can see those buying candles. You can definitely see that.
9 EMA crossed above 50 EMA on 10 M SPY chart.
I appreciate you, Zero. Thanks so much, boss. So yeah, right now, yeah, we're pushing our way up towards that 552, towards that 50 SMA, which is lining up right along with it. So you're going from those indicators here, 9 MA, 20 MA, trying to push your way up towards that 50 SMA. So it's trying to create a curl up, but you still got that strong resistance right here, right around 552. So far, I mean, you've been on an uptrend ever since this morning. So the transition happened at what time? That's not right. Let me see. Did I switch my time back? I hate when this thing does this, man. This thing's getting on my nerves, bro. I had it's supposed to be New York time? Yeah, New York time. Yeah, so 10 o'clock. So from 10 o'clock, you've been running on up ever since. So 10 o'clock all the way to where we at right now, 1 o'clock, almost to 2. So you've been running up since 10 o'clock towards the upside. So for the first half of the market going into the second half, you've been on an uptrend ever since. So keep in mind, guys, we got some resistance right above our heads. Keep that in mind. We want to see a breakout. We want to see a squeeze above those price points. And we want to utilize that 552 to push back up towards some, higher price points. But you will have a brick wall right in your way right here. You will have a brick wall, guys. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Around that 551, 552 level. Keep that on watch. Keep that on watch. See where we go from here. Because we haven't broken yet. We got ran up, got rejected, and it came right back on down. So let's see where we go from here, guys. Let's see where we go from here. Because like I said, the main area you want to hold is that 5. You want it, as far as the floor, you want to stay above that 548.88. You want to stay above this little price point here as we continuously push up towards the upside. So the range that I see based off of my chart is we're gonna do away with. Well, I can let me see what I can do at this 48 level. I'm still using it though. Let me see. I'm trying to I'm gonna just take it off for right now. Kind of darken it, and I'm gonna use 548.88 bottoms. So I'm gonna try to create a range real quick to show you guys what I'm looking at. So we got these bottoms at 548.88, and then we have that top right around 552. So let me make a duplicate copy, and I'm gonna put 552 level, 552 tops, because that's the area we need to break and hold above. It's gonna be around 552. It's gonna be right there. So let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. So right now, like I said, we are on a still continuation uptrend. Still on a continuation uptrend, trying to push up towards that 552 range. So we still trying to push, Keep it on watch, keep it on watch. All right. Tesla, like I said, for my Tesla traders, for buyers, you want to get back above 280 level for that possible push back up to that 285. Puts, you want to stay underneath 280 for that pull back down towards that 275. But right now we're getting a little push. Got some buying volume stepping in. I mean, definitely based off the volume candles, we definitely got a lot of buyers still stepping in. Still, just keep that on watch. So right now, still haven't got that breakout yet, guys. Still haven't got that breakout. Have an upper shadow. So we still haven't got that breakout where that candle successfully closes above that price point just yet. We got about, this candle just opened. So we still got time for this thing to still make a move. So we still got about 15 minutes. So still 15 minutes. So anything can happen within 15 minutes. I mean, buyers can step in and still proceed to push. So let's see where we go from here, guys. Let's see where we go. Uptrend is still holding. Buyers are still in control at this time. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, but you gotta keep in mind that we do have that 552 still. 552 level still. They're still holding up as resistance. Gotta keep that in mind. I know earnings will be coming out today. We have earnings, 2 earnings. Microsoft and Meta. We do have 2 earnings coming out. Engineer, any trades? Also, any trades, Queens? Any trades so far throughout, the time that I left in lunch hours? Any trades? So right now, that bad boy's still trying to push. Let's see, can we get this break? And they pushed up towards that 552 range. Yes, 5 calls. I closed them. What was your exit, engineer? Where did you exit out at? Where did you get in and where did you get out? No fee. Okay, so yeah, Aussie said no trade for her yet. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. Because 548 was we pulled back to 548, red to green, and then from that price point, you move back up towards the upside. So, you had a little entry right here, 548, back on top of that 548.88, for that push up to 550. So, you had that level too. So, I mean, you had a good little scalp, good little $2 scalp from 548 to 550. That was a good little scalp from that price point. IWM. Right. Let me see. IWM on the call side. Let's see. IWM. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. IWM. Let me see, Queen. Let me check this out. Oh, yeah. Okay, because you remember the channel that we talked about, engineer? The range that we had was 192, 194, 196. So yeah, once you reclaim that 192 level, got back above 192, you have room to push your way up to that 194 with those tops of 196. So you're back in this range. So you're back in that range. So yeah, 192. Once you recover that, yeah, you definitely have room to push back up to 194. $2 move back from that price point. So you are back in this range again. Back in this range. After we got that little dip, we got right back in that range, and now we are holding that range. So from this point, buyers need to hold at 194 for that possible push up to 196, where we go back up towards those tops. So shout out to Tariq on the alerts on the IWM play. Shout out to Tariq on that one. And I do apologize for not being in earlier, so had a little bit of emergency, but we good right now so far. So keeping that on watch. Right now, still getting a little bit of rejection. Still getting a little bit of rejection. Need that 551. Still getting some rejections. So no breakout yet. No breakout yet. We're still slowly trying to climb our way up. No breakout yet. So 194, 196 for my IWM traders. So we in this little range. As long as you hold 194, you got room to push your way up to 195 to 196. So you're in that range as of now. Tesla, like I said, for loans, we got to get back above 280. 280 is going to be resistance as of now until you get that break back above that price point for that possible pushback up to 285. So we on that one. So keeping this on watch, guys. Keeping this on watch. See where we go. Watching these price points, and I'm still watching my range that we in right now. So we're still in the range of 548, 88, and 552. So we're still in that little range. So between these bottoms and these tops, we're still in that little range right now. So, I mean, job well done, engineer. Congratulations on that, Queen. Congratulations on that. I mean, at least you made profit. That's all that matter. That's all that matter. As far as your IWM, what did you get in at on? Did you get back above? Did you get in back above that 192? Back up to 194? Did you make that trade? What did you get in at as far as IWM? Because you remember, like I say, remember we talked about that range yesterday and day before. We talked about that specific range. So still keeping on watch, guys. Still keeping on watch. We got about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Still got 10 minutes of buyers to possibly push towards that upside. So keep it on watch to see if buyers going to step in for the last 10 minutes to see can they push up towards that 551 and 552 level. So definitely keep that on watch. Keep that on watch. Let's see. I mean, shout out for my puts from this morning and shout out to the calls for the rebound back up. So shout out to you guys. So you definitely had a nice reversal early this morning. You know, from that pullback down towards that 541.80 level for that push right back up towards the upside. Because I know it was kind of early, and I know, you know, it happened a little bit quicker than expected. Because normally we see transitions around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, but we definitely got that transition around 10 o'clock. So from the 9:30 to 10, we got that move right back up. Oh, and this is a 30-minute time frame. I'm not even paying attention to my damn time frames. I apologize about that. I don't know why I thought I had a 15-minute open. I apologize. I was looking at a 30 instead of a 15. My mistake. My apologies. All right, there we go. So buyers are still trying to get this push. Still trying to get the push up towards the upside. Trying to get this push still. Because now looking at it from a 15-minute time frame, I mean, they all holding on at 50 SMA for the possible push up towards that 52 level. Let's see, can they go for that push? Because you're all above those indicators. You're above the VWAP, the 9, and 20, and 50. So from this point, I mean, it's up to the buyers to give us that push from that 551 level up towards that 552 level. So let's see. Yeah, I think I had a 30-minute setup from earlier this morning. I forgot to change it back. Yeah, my mistake on that. Still trying to see if those buyers can go for that push. Still trying to see. Because if they get that break above that 551, I mean, you got room to possibly push up towards that 552 level. Once they get that break above 551. So, I mean, because right now, the way this is setting up, I mean, it is still on an uptrend for the next leg up. So, let's see what we get, though. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. Keep it on watch, guys. 551, 551. Let's see. Can they go for that push, or will we get rejected and come back down? Let's see where we go, guys. Let's see. And Zero has alerted. I think he said around 550.93 level. 550.93. So right now we're at 550.79. Did we push up to that price point? We went up as high as what? 551.12, closed around 550.90. So that was right close to his alert that he did call out. Right towards his alert. So shout out to Zero for that alert. Appreciate you, boss. I'm trying to look at everything else. Tesla still 280, still getting that rejection. I need that price point, so still nothing on that bad boy. Alright, keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Engineer, what price point did Tariq alert as far as IWM? Because I know I said the 192. Did he call an alert above, below that price point? Like 591, 590? 190, I'm sorry. I know I called out 192 from yesterday. 194 key called. Alright, so yeah, so remember yesterday, engineer, I called out the opportunities. Like I said, you remember my channel that I never changed, that I've been having this since what we talked about it. Remember the range that we went in? 192, 194, 196. So yeah, 192 again was a good entry. As long as you held that price point for that push up to 194, that was still a good entry. But even what he called was still a good entry. So shout out to Tariq on that one. But you remember you talked about it, was 192 in that rotation from 192 up to 196, that range that we were in. Okay. Well, you made profit. It's still not bad. Still not bad. Still made profit on it. That's all that matter. But just like I said, engineer, from this point on, just always keep your price ranges intact. Just always remember those price ranges. Again, we're back in that range, 192, 194, and 196. As long as you hold 194, you got room to possibly push up to 196. If you lose that 194, then you'll fall back down to the lower portion of that range from 194 to 192. So just keep that range in mind until we break out of that channel, either on the downside or the upside. So just be mindful of those price points. So right now, as far as SPY, still haven't got that break above that 551 yet. 551 yet. Still getting rejected. Still nothing just yet. So that's still holding up as resistance right where my yellow line is at. So still getting rejected. So no breakout just yet. So starting getting a slight little pullback. Like I said, the main price point or that main floor, if again, that you want to hold is going to be that 548.88. 548.88, because if you crack that 548.88, we could definitely see some more possible downside to come, or we could pull our way right back down towards the areas of 546, 545s. But right now, like I said, at this moment, the uptrend is still holding. Look like buyers are trying to go for a possible squeeze towards the upside. So again, the only thing that what they need to do is break is that 551 for that possible push up to that 552. Because the way this is setting up, it does look bullish still, where buyers could get right above that 551 for that possible squeeze up. But you definitely gotta get that push right above that price point. And like I said, IWM hold 194. Tesla gotta get back above 280. So right now. So guys, keep that on watch. Keep it on watch. So let's see where we go from here. Boom, boom, boom. Like I said, it's still set up as somewhat of like a little uptrend. I mean, still got this little uptrend pattern still setting up. Because we're only, what, 20 cents away from that 551 level? About 20 cents. Because, I mean, everything is still holding up right. I mean, you're still above that 50 estimate where those buys can use that possible trend line to squeeze up. But we just got to see that break above 551 for that successful push. Yeah, I mean, we're not too far from it, engineer. We're not too far. And it looked like buys are trying to set up a possible push up towards the upside. Once they get that break above that 551 for that push up towards that 552. Because the way this is setting up, I mean, you got somewhat of a little bull flag pattern going on. Because, let me see. If I was to put this on a 30-minute time frame, it should give us a engulfing green candle. Well, let me see. I put it to a 30. I thought those were going to merge, but it still got an uptrend to it. Let me see. Oh, wait. What time frame is this? I mean, what time is this? Oh, that's why. Okay. So still getting a little bit of trouble at 551. Still a little bit of trouble at 551. A little bit of trouble. So we haven't got a massive pullback yet. I mean, still trying to fight to get above that price point. But we are hitting a brick wall right at 551 right now. Right around 551. I just want to see if these buys going to step in and push. We got about what should we about to be 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock volume. Oh, and also, guys, this morning we also and I forgot to post the link. We had a Donald Trump and them they had a meeting this morning. I don't know if y'all watched it with the staff this morning. That was seen it on what's that network? That's RNC or I keep forgetting the name of that network. But they did have a live conference this morning, a little meeting this morning. So here we go, guys. I need 551 starting to get a little bit of a little cup on down, getting a little bit of rejection, following a little bit underneath. Newsmax, thank you so much, boss. Yeah, Newsmax. I know it was something. I just couldn't think of the name of it because they make so many damn outlets. It's hard to keep on track with all of them. It's like, man. Oh, what's the other one? Is it OWN? I can't think of the other one. I know it's Newsmax. I know it's OWN or whatever that's called, and that's all those Republican type news broadcasts. So here we go, guys. A little bit of rejection, a little pullback underneath that 551. 551. Start to see a little bit of a cup, a little cuff underneath it. You can slowly see that. Like I said, main price point, guys. Like I said, we lose that 548.88. We have room to fall right back down to these possible lows. We'll start to pull back down towards that VWAP again. Still no breakout above 552. That's bad boy. Still holding weight. We still haven't got that breakout of 552 yet, guys. No break above 552 yet. That's still holding weight. Still holding weight at this time. And based off of my chart right here, I mean, it just don't look strong at all still. Now, I mean, it could change the course of things with those earnings coming out with Microsoft and Meta. I mean, we could see some type of impact, but as of now, 552 is still holding weight. See that? Still no breakout. Still kind of getting a little cup-like pattern when we're starting to arc a little bit. Right underneath that price point, you're starting to arc. See that? Going towards an uptrend. Bulls. Again, we could possibly start to pull back from that price point back down this way if those buys don't step in. Because you are starting to arc right underneath that price point. Because every single time you hit, breakout failure. You can see it right across the board, breakout failure. You can clearly see it right across the board. So, still nothing yet. 551 coming right back on down. So, nothing yet, guys. Nothing yet still. Nothing yet still. Because it looks like it has room to fall, to be honest. I'm going to swing my Microsoft tonight on... what you going for, Mike? You going for a call or you going for a put, boss? Based off of... let me see how Microsoft is looking as far as the 180 chart. The opportunities that it does have. Let me see. Microsoft. Let me see, boss. Microsoft. Microsoft. Let's see. Microsoft. So what is that level? So right now, as far as Microsoft, it's gonna be that 395. So 395, you're still hitting that range. That's still holding up a strong resistance. Cause it look like it want to start to slowly curl a little bit. Like you're going from an uptrend, like it wants to create a downtrend from this point. But I'm definitely keeping on watch. But we definitely want to break above that 395, Mike, above 395 level, for that possible push up towards the 400 range. Because we want to break out of those levels, especially 395. Because you can see every time we hit around 395, we get rejected, we come right back on down. 395, we get rejected, we come right back on down. 395, get rejected, come right back on down. So I mean, that's gonna be the main area that we need to break, boss. It's gonna be around 395. That's gonna be that key level to break, 395. Let me see. Do I have a 180 on this one already? Oh shoot, that's the wrong. Let me go back to my default chart. I might need to add on. Let's see. All right. I'm just trying to base it off of the setup that it has right in front of us. What what buy stepped in at. So I'm just trying to see something off of Microsoft. Because every time we hit that trend line, you get that bounce, trend line bounce, trend line bounce. Every time you hit around resistance, get that rejection right back on down. Because you can see the changes of the candles. Because when you hit around the trend line, green, trend line, green, trend line, green, red resistance, you come back down, red candles, and so forth. So yeah, that's the area that we definitely need to break. Because it's starting to arc a little bit. Like I said, just a little bit. Right underneath that 395-ish level. Starting to arc. So that'd be what, the third touch? That'd be about the third touch on this bad boy. So that'd be 1, 2, and third touch. So that's what I have so far, boss, on a 180. So let me save, and let me go back to 180. Save that under 2. That'll be for Microsoft. So I got that saved. All right, cool. Keep that on watch. I mean, it all depends. Well, I put it like this, engineer. It depends on your entries. If you're getting some good lows, plus it all depends on how the market sets up. Like especially after this dump on off, like this dump on off all the way down towards that 541.80. Honestly, you really didn't even need a swing trade because you had a nice move back on up where you could have made a good little profit all the way back up from the 541s all the way back up to the 5, because that was damn near a $10 move. So it really, you didn't even really need a swing trade on that. I mean, you could have just made a day trade off of that one, to be honest. Swing trades, I normally like to look for areas that make sense. That's normally when I go for swing trades, engineer. So that's why I look at those prices as close as possible. It looked like the way, I'm just being honest, the way this spot looked like it's setting up, it looked like it still want to possibly take a tumble. But that's why I'm going to watch that 548.88 level. 548.88 level. Because that's going to be your floor, like temporary floor as of now. It's going to be around 548.88. And you see how you're starting to slowly pull back down to that 548.88? Slowly pulling back down to it. Yeah, it just like I said, when it comes down to swing trades, engineer, it just depends on your entries. That's really what it's based off on. It's just based off of entries. It's based off of entries. Because especially if you're getting a massive pullback or a massive spike during that intraday, you really wouldn't need a swing trade. Damn, that spike came out of nowhere. Damn, that was good lord. What the hell was that? That just spiked right above 51 and just shot up. Where the heck did that come from? Let me see if they said anything. Well, what time it is? 2 o'clock? I don't think they had nothing else. Let me see. Let me see if they didn't say anything. That was a random move. That was random. Let me see. Let me see if Walter Bloomberg said anything just now. No. Well, he said something 2 minutes ago. He said, the only thing I got from Walter Bloomberg 2 minutes ago. Europe, he said, ready. He said, plan B should Trump walk away from Ukraine talks. 28 minutes ago, he said, Trump asked when he'll speak with, Who is this? XI said it will happen. It's the only thing I got. But what the hell was that 2 o'clock move? That move that just happened. What was that? I don't see nothing. I don't see no news on what just happened on that. I'm trying to figure out what the hell that was. Let me see, Mike, because that was just a random spike. I mean, I didn't see nothing behind that. Let me make sure that just wasn't a. Let me see, because I don't see no news or anything that caused that to happen. That's why I was like, I wonder if that was just a random spike. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see no news or anything. Let me go to economics just to be on the safe side. Today's Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Anything around 2 o'clock? Nah, not even on economics. I don't see nothing at 2. So I don't know what that was just a random spike, like a bull trap. Bull trap right back underneath that 551 damn near. Let me see. I'm gonna keep it on watch to see where we go. Yeah, that was just random. That was just a random push. Yeah, well, I'm gonna see where we go. Yeah, right back on down. Right back on down.
Buck says. What was that?
I don't know. I looked up everything, boss. I didn't see nothing. I checked out Walter Bloomberg's tweets. I didn't see nothing. CNBC didn't say anything. So I think that may have just been a random spike. Looked like a fake out breakout. That's what it looked like because you fell right back underneath 551. It's like you spiked on up, then got rejected right back underneath 551. It's like it looked like it was a bull trap setting up. That's what it looked like. It looked like a bull trap setting up. Cause I didn't see nothing behind it. No cause behind it. See? That was a fake out. That was a fake out breakout. It looked like, yeah. Yeah, but be mindful of that, engineer, because that looked like somewhat of a fake out breakout. I'm gonna keep it on watch to see what if those buyers gonna hold it. Because that looked like a fake out breakout.
Just took my 540 puts out real quick MFR.
Yeah, I didn't see anything that came out. I checked everything. I don't know what that was. I mean, I checked the economics, like I said, Walter Bloomberg's. I thought I heard there was some companies that at the White House today. We had the meeting is over. We already had the meeting.
Still in calls. Let's see.
Let me see. Let me double check to make sure. I don't think nothing else came up. Let me see. Nope. Oh, wait. 2 o'clock. Okay, we had the swearing in ceremony. That's the only thing I see for today. For the ambassador of the United Kingdom, but that was it at 2 o'clock. But that was swearing in. That's all I see. But nothing else. Remarks. That's at 4 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was that. I don't know what that was about. That just came out of nowhere. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know I don't see no updates on why I did that. I don't see nothing behind it on what caused it. Like, again, I went under Walter Bloomberg's. I mean, he didn't really say anything. I don't know what the hell was that. I mean, the only thing I can go off on is the indicator squeeze. That's about it. It's the only thing I see here is the indicator squeeze between the 50 and the 90 MA going on the indicator squeeze. That's the only thing I see at that point. But I don't see nothing. I don't like no news behind it or nothing behind it that I seen. That looked like momentum, like a momentum push. Yeah, that was random. That was just random. That was a random move just now that I just seen. Let's see. Because right now we're at 552. Yeah, that was random. That was definitely random. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't even make me lie to y'all. I mean, that just looked like that was just a volatility move on that one. Because, I mean, even IWM, I think, was on a indicator squeeze between the 90 MA and 50. But, yeah, it looked like a volatility squeeze. It's the only thing I see at this point. But the thing about it, let's see if it's going to hold. That's the question. Can we hold? Well, what we got left? 3 minutes? 3 minutes. So it looked like they try to purposely push, look like they're trying to get above that 552 level. Look like that's what they're trying to do. Look like they're trying to purposely get on top of that 552 before that counter closes. That's what it looked like they're trying to do real quick. So look at that 552 level. So 552, guys. Watch 552. Watch 552. Got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes to this candle close out. Right now, we fighting that 582 level. We right here. 582. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. We right around it. Right around it. Just trying to go for that 582 push. Look like they're trying to get on top of it. So you see.
Says 01 says. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, from everything I looked at, boss, it looked like a volatility squeeze, Zero. That's what it looked like. It looked like a volatility squeeze. I didn't see nothing behind it. Like, I didn't see no news source, no nothing. The only thing I see is a indicator squeeze and volatility. But that's all I seen, boss. I mean, I checked everything. I mean, even the president's schedule, I didn't see nothing.
Anyone check option flow or anything?
Let me let me see. What is, matter of fact, what is the max pain today for the day? Speaking of that, let me see. Spies, man. Oh, I went to SMCI. My bad. I went to the wrong damn thing. Yes, I went to go to Spies. But then look, fake out breakout. Look like a fake out breakout. Look like a bear trap, a bull trap. That's what it looked like. Cause I mean, we still haven't got above that 582. You try to squeeze and try to break above it. Fell right back underneath. What we got left? A minute left. You still need 552. Spy. What was today's max pain? Let me check it out, guys. Today's max pain was 545. We got 8. Well, I'll bring it to you guys real quick. So yeah, to look like today, max pain is 545 with the out of the money puts is at around 865,000 out of the money versus 483 out of the money calls. But yeah, I don't see nothing. It look like a fake out breakout. That's what it looked like. It looked like a fake out breakout. Cause I mean, you about to be closing right underneath 552 still. See, 552. So let's see. It's trying to set up something. It's definitely trying to set up something. Cause this uptrend is still trying to build its way up. They trying to set up something for sure. I mean, especially off those indicators that 9MA keeps creeping on up. They trying to create something. They going for something. Cause this uptrend is still trying to hold, it's trying to go for that 552 break. I mean, you can clearly see what those buys are trying to do. Buys are trying to go for that 552. They're slowly trying to move their way up to 552 because they're trying to go for that breakout. Look like they're trying to go for it before those earnings come out. So that's what it looked like. They look like they're trying to go for that break before those earnings come out. They're trying to get above that price point. That's what it looked like buys are trying to do. Get above 552 before earnings. From what I see. Because if they can hold above 552, hold that price point, and data comes out well, or earnings comes out well between Microsoft and Meta, all they got to do is utilize that 552 to push up towards the 555s and 560s. So that's what it looked like they're trying to do. So it looked like they're trying to get above that price point before the market closes and before those earnings come out. Look like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to position themselves. That's what it looked like they're trying to do. You see how they still fighting at 552 still? They're still trying to fight it. But yeah, look like they're trying to set up before those earnings come out. They're trying to get above that price point. So yeah, that's what it looked like they're trying to do, guys. They're trying to get above 552 before those earnings come out. I see what they're trying to do. Because again, if those earnings are good, they can utilize that 552 bottoms to catapult their way back up towards the 555s, 560s. But see, they're having trouble right at 552 still. They still fighting at 552. You can see that right here, right at 552. We tried to break out, fell right back underneath 552. Then they try to push again, 552, came right back down. But look like what buys are trying to do is create some type of a squeeze. Look like they're trying to create a ascending triangle squeeze above that price point. Because if you notice, you pull back, you bounce, you pull back, you bounce, and they're like they're trying to slowly creep their way up towards that 552. They're slowly trying to set themselves up before those earnings come out. Yeah, so that's what it looked like, J-Dub. It looked like those buys are slowly trying to position themselves before those earnings come out. And again, the only thing that'll stop them or getting that way is that 552. Because they got to get above it. They got to get above that price point before the market closes and before those earnings come out. Because if they can successfully stand on top of 552, then it's going to put them in a range. From 552... now back up to the other, price points of 555s and 560s and so forth. But that's what it looked like. What you mean? Why, engineer? Well, think about it. If you're going in on the long side, you can't break out until you break above what? 552, right? Because every time you try to break above 552, you get rejected, come back down. They know that's the wall that's in their way. What they have to do is, especially because you got to think about the loans. You got to think about those buyers, not the sellers. You got to think about the buyers. In order for them to get that move up towards the upside and stay successful in that, they got to break above what price point? 552. They got to break above 552. So that's what they're trying to do. They look like they're trying to set themselves up before those earnings come out. That's what it look like they're trying to set up to do. Because again, if you see that, what's stopping the buyers from breaking out? Look right here, engineer. Look, right across the board. What's stopping the buyers from breaking out? 552, right? They're going to have to break above 552, so therefore they'll be in this range. Because now 552 will turn into support. Then you can focus on these prices. 565s, 559s up to the 565 levels. When you go back into this old high here. Because all they got to do is get above. You can see right here, for example, engineer. All they got to do is hold 552. Those bottoms, where they can rotate their way up to what? Around 565. That'll put them in that bracket. That'll put them in this range, right? What's stopping them? 552, because you're no longer on top of it. It's support. It's the resistance until they get the breakout. Now you get an engineer. That's why they're so desperately trying to get above that price point. Because if they can break and hold above that price point, that'll put them back in this old range of 552 up to 565. See that? Because when you were holding that level, look where you went to, 565. So that'll do that, and then from that 565, you ran up to that 577. So I see what they're trying to do. I see exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to build their way back up. They're trying to slowly build their way back up, trying to get above that 552 before those earnings come out. I see what they're trying to do because again, think about it, engineer. If those earnings are positive, then all they got to do now from that price point of 552 is shoot up. Because now they're above 552. Now they can utilize that for support. So you got to think about it psychologically what they're trying to do. Think about it. Look at the uptrend. Look at the uptrend. It's building their way up to what price point? 552. They're slowly trying to build their way up. Because if you notice, there's no major pullbacks yet. You got a small pullback here. You got a small pullback here. You got a small pullback here. But look at the overall pattern they're setting up. Uptrend. Uptrend. They're trying to build they're trying to get in that range. They're trying to slowly slither their way in that range. But in order for them to successfully get in that range, they got to get above what price point? 552. So if you notice that, look at that ascending triangle. Look at that uptrend. Slowly trying to slither their way up to what price point? 552. So once they break above that, they'll be in the upper range between 552 to 555. So I see what they're doing. I see what they're trying to set themselves up for before those earnings come out. But they got to get the breakout though. They got to get that break above that price point. But I see exactly what they're trying to do. And then as long as that 9MA moves up, it's going to help them. Because as long as you hold that 9MA, the 9MA continuously moves up. All they're going to do is use the 9MA for support. Pull back, bounce. Pull back, bounce. And then wind up going for that squeeze. But I see exactly what they're trying to do. But we'll see if they're going to get it. We'll see if those buyers if they got enough strength to break above 552 and hold it. But I do see exactly what they're trying to do, though. Because you see, you got the sellers coming in trying to stop them. See right here, engineer? You got the sellers trying to come in at 552 to try to bring them back down because they don't want them to break that price point. So you see the battle that's going on? You got the buyers trying to break above 552 and you got the sellers trying to hold 552 because they don't want those, because they put it like this. Sellers know once that level is gone, they have nothing to hold those buyers back. Nothing to hold the buyers back. Because the only thing that's in the buyer's way right now and the advantage that sellers have is 552. 552. That's why they have so much trouble at it. Now, if those buyers can get that squeeze and take that level away from those bears have nothing. Because those bears going to have to move their resistance up instead of down. The only thing that those bears has as of now, 552. But those buyers are slowly trying to creep their way to that 552. If y'all notice what they doing, they slowly trying to create an ascending triangle squeeze above that price point. Because if you notice, there's no major pullbacks yet. There's no major pullbacks. So what they're doing is they're trying to create bad trap after bad trap because they're trying to create a squeeze. They're trying to create a squeeze. That's why they're trying to hold that level. That's why they're trying to slowly hold that level. Now they're in this range between 551, 552. You notice that? Now they're in this little range. They're in this range right now. Because we're not right now. If you notice, no major pullbacks happen yet. No major pullbacks. Not yet. They still trying to hold because they're still fighting to break that 552 level. So pay close attention to details what they're doing. Pay close attention. Once I started catching on to the psychology of what traders do, or the way the market makers and all that move, I'm like, that's how I save myself from taking stupid risk. Once I started to understand the psychology behind that crap, I'm like, I see what they're doing. So that's why you're having a full out battle right at 552 level between buyers and sellers. Sellers trying to hold it, buyers trying to break it. All at what price point? 552. Because again, 552 can change the course of the game. Because at this time, we kept getting rejected underneath 552. Remember? We kept pulling back, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Once we break above 552, it's going to be no more pullbacks. Because now those buyers are going to turn 552 from resistance now back into support. Now if they can break above that level, hold that level, now you have room to move up. Now you have room to move your way back up toward the 555s, 560 ranges, up to 560. So, wait, huh? It went down. Wait, let me see. It's still on. J-Dub is still on, boss. Look. My stream is still on. My YouTube is still on. Everything's still live. It ain't go down. It's still on, boss. Man. Yeah, man. You had me nervous, boss. I'm like, man, I know not again. You had me a little nervous, boss. You had me a little nervous, man. Nah, no problem at all, boss. No problem. But I'm glad you let me know so I can check it, though. But thank you for alerting me, though. Appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you, J-Dub. Yeah, so, they gave me a chance to just check to make sure everything was fine. So thank you for that, though, boss. But notice the setup, though. Notice what they're doing. Notice what those buyers are doing. They're trying to stop those sellers from creating major pullbacks. So every time you pull back, you bounce back on up. You pull back, you bounce back on up. You pull back, you bounce back on up. But if you notice, we uptrending at the same time. We're going up. You notice how they're slowly trying to build their way up toward the upside? They're trying to create a squeeze. They're trying to create some type of ascending triangle right at 552 because buyers know that's all they need to break in order to get back up toward the upside. So sellers are in the way right now at this point. But if those buyers can create that squeeze and enough buyers can take out those sellers, 552 is going. As far as being some resistance, 552 is out the way. I'm telling you right now, 552 is out the way. 552 engineer, trust me. 552 queen. Yeah, you have an upper shadow towards 553, but none of those bodies of the candles have crossed above that 552. You notice that. You have you have wicks, upper wicks, but you have no bodies of the candles breaking above that price point yet. I mean, even though you 180 chart, none of those candles have successfully stayed above 552. You remember what I told you, Queen? You got to focus on that one particular price point because that price point matters to the market. From the buyer side and from the seller side. Because think about it. If it didn't matter, why would sellers come in around 552 and shut it down? Even though we got some spikes above it, what was the main area? 552. What do you think the buyers are trying to go for? 552. What did we get rejected at? 552. So you clearly see the buildup. You clearly see they're trying to go for an ascending triangle squeeze right at that price point. You can clearly see that. You clearly see that. You can clearly see the setup. Clearly see the setup. They're trying to go for the ascending triangle squeeze. They're trying to utilize, especially that 9 EMA. As long as that 9 EMA keeps going up, they'll try to go for an indicator squeeze. Because right here, you pull back down to that 9 EMA and around that 550, they utilize that 9 EMA. Just got to try to go for a push. They try to do the same exact thing. But now this time, you're going to have not only the 9 EMA, you're going to have the 50. So you're going to have double the support. Because here you pull back down toward the 9 EMA and then try to push up, past 552. Now you're going to have the 50 SMA with the 9 EMA doubling the support for that possible squeeze. So it doesn't look like this is what they're trying to go for. So watch. Let's see what happens. We'll see what's going to happen, engineer. Because again, not only do they have the 9 now, they have the 50. So let's see what we get. We'll see what we get. We're going to see if those buyers are going to try to go for the push. Because, that's the only leverage that those sellers have is 552, as far as guarding that level. But if they lose that level, that's a wrap. That's over. They lose 552, that's over. Because that means those buyers are going to come in crazy. That's kind of like what happened with Tesla before we had the stock split. Was it? I think it was Tesla. They have a stock split. I think it was Tesla. What level we needed to break that time? Oh, 300. So we broke above 300 level on Tesla. That's when that bad boy spiked crazy. You remember? Because we went from 300 to like 320, 360, 400. Like the bears had, like the sellers had nothing to hold those buyers against, like hold them back from nothing. That's why those buyers went absolutely crazy. The only level and advantage that they had was 300 on Tesla. And then once you got that break above 300, what happened? Bulls went absolutely insane. I'm talking about gap up after gap up after gap up, all the way from 300 to 400 range. So think about it. If those buyers get that break at 552, what you think those buyers going to do? If they get that break and they take that leverage, that position away from those bears, from those bears, what do you think is going to happen? Think about it. The only thing sellers have is 552. That's why they're trying so hard to hold them back. But if those buyers get it, I'm telling you, I'm talking about a squeeze. You're going to see a possible squeeze coming. I guarantee you that. You're going to see a possible squeeze on the way. But what did we get rejected at engineer? Look, 552. 552, back on down. Because who is guarding that? Sellers. Sellers are guarding it. Sellers are guarding it. They refuse to see. See how they refuse to let those buyers try to get it? But keep it on watch. We'll see. It's going to be a battle right now, boys. It's going to be bad trapping and bull trapping. Let's see who's going to win this one. I mean, buyers still have the opportunity because as long as they hold that 9 EMA, all they got to do is get back on top of the 50 and then back on top of that 51, trap all those bears, push the body back up toward the upside of 551, squeeze them. Oh, we got down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, them bears said no. them buyers said, those sellers said no. 582, they guarding that boy. They guarding that with they life right now. But engineer, you see the impact around 552. See how those sellers came in aggressive to get those buyers away from it. You see the aggressiveness to it. You saw how aggressive that candle got, right? You saw how aggressive it got. Because those sellers came in, they trying to stop those buyers from breaking above that price point. They trying to stop them. They do not want them to break that key level because that's all they have left. Because again, you break above 552, the sky's the limit. You know, when you got room to push up to 560, 565. I mean, I showed y'all the 180 chart on how far it can go, on how far that bad boy can push. Once you get above 552, got a lot of room to push towards the 560s. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, it's flat here, but like I said, engineer, you see how aggressive those sellers got around 552? Because they pushing those buyers away from it. They got real aggressive. They don't want them to break it. Now, can buyers still get it? Still opportunity. Can still hold above certain price points. Because you got to keep in mind, you still got that 548.88. Still, because we still haven't fell back below that area. You still got 550. And then from that price point, you got that 548.88. So right now, it looks like they're trying to utilize that around that 550 range here, right where the 9 EMA is at. See that? See? Watch. We're gonna see. Because they still got a good setup. Buyers still got a good setup to still squeeze. Because your indicators haven't crossed over on the downside. It's still holding up. 9 EMA, 50 SMA can still set up some type of indicator squeeze up. So watch this. Watch this. Let's see what happens. Buyers can still take it. Buyers can still take it. The only way they can stop or be avoided, if those sellers have to come in aggressive and keep yanking them down. They're gonna have to keep yanking them down because other than that, buyers can still have an opportunity to still push. They can still do it. They still can have an opportunity to still push. Because you gotta keep in mind, look, all your indicators still sitting up. You're above you're above your 20 EMA, you're above your 9 EMA, and right now you're around your 50 SMA. And look at your 9 EMA still creeping up. 9 EMA still creeping up. Still utilizing that for support as that bad boy still moves up. So buyers still have an opportunity. Buyers still have an opportunity to still push. They still have an opportunity to still squeeze. So keep it on watch. Watch. We'll see what's about to happen. Let's see. Let's see. Because again, in order for us to kill that plan, sellers going to have to come in aggressive. We're going to have to fall all the way back at least underneath that 540, around 549, 548. We have to, basically where we are dumped back down this way. Back down this way. See, sellers, see every price point, sellers trying to come in and keep pushing them down. So from 542, now from these levels around that 551, back on down. See, sellers are trying to move their way back down. They're trying to stop those buyers from breaking above that 552. So they're trying to come in at every lower price point to stop them. But let's see, because it's going to have to take a lot of buying strength to blast past all those key levels. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. They go buyers, still trying to hold. Again, we still haven't got those indicated crossovers yet on the downside. It's still holding upright. So let's see. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get, guys. Did we oh yeah, we did break above 552, then after the market closed, then we came back down. Oh, okay, I was trying to see something from yesterday. I was trying to figure something, trying to look at something. So right now, let's see. Let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. Let's see. Like I told y'all, the main price point, 552. $552. So right now we're underneath the 50 SMA. Underneath the 50 SMA. So here we go, sellers still trying to hold them back. Let's see. Right now coming back down to 550. Down to 550. Let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we're going to get that flush. Let's see if those sellers going to come in aggressive to keep them away from it. Let's see. All right, so here go the flush, 550. So from that point, you got room to possibly pull back down to that 548.88 once we crack 550. So let's see. Right now we're at 550, half dollar mark. 550, 550. Keep it on watch, Because again, in order for those sellers to put a monkey wrench in that plan with those buyers, they're gonna have to crack 550 back down to the 548 levels, but we're gonna have to crack that price point. So right now, 550. Let's see. Because them sellers are trying to come in aggressive to pull them back. They definitely trying to pull them back. What we got left on this candle? Oh, we still got some time. Still got time. All right, here we go, pulling back. Let's see. Pulling back. Underneath 550. Underneath 550. Let's see. Can we stay underneath it? MSTR. Let me see. MSTR. Did we talk about that the other day? Oh, I put the wrong damn thing. My fault. Sorry about that, guys. MSTR. The dump on shit. We already caught the dump down already. What was that price? Oh, we looked at it from a 180 standpoint. Let me see. Hold up, Queen. Let me check it out. So right now from 550, if they continue to keep pulling, you got that 548.88. Keep that on watch. Let's see. I'm gonna set my alert. 548.88. Let's see, can they pull it all the way back down towards 548.88? Let's see if those sellers can continue to keep pulling. 448.88. Let's see. Oh shit, I think I said it wrong. My bad. I think I set it up wrong. My fault. Yeah, on the downside below. And here we go. Alright, 548.88. So we're gonna keep this on watch between this 550 to 548.88. So let me check out MSTR. Let me check it out. So MSTR look like it's uptrending versus downtrending. Let's see. MSTR. What was those price points we talked about last time on this bad boy? That was what range that we were in last time? On MSTR. Come on, charts. Shoot. Hate when this thing does this. Alright, let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it look like you uptrending still on MSTR, Queen. Look at this. So you're back in that range. So me and Engineer were talking about this. That 345, where you had the room to run up towards that 375. From that 375, you have room to run up towards that 400. So right now you're back in that range. So look like you're on this uptrend now. You're still on this uptrend. Pull back, bounce, pull back, bounce, pull back, bounce. And look like, yeah, you may have a little bit of support around that 375 level. But you are on an uptrend as far as MSTR, Queen. With room to possibly run up towards that 400 range. Because right now, I mean, look at the uptrend setup. Look at this. Still on an uptrend. You done broke back into that range. 345, 375, 400. So, yeah. Engineer, I'm surprised you ain't jumping that one. I mean, remember we talked about this. You had a good setup on that one too. 345 to 375. That was still a good man. You could have been watching that one. You back in that channel. That was what, a $30 move? From that areas of 345 to 375? Man, engineer, you could have banked on that. $35 up from 345 to 375? Man, you could have banked on that. And that's again, if they hold that 375 up to 400, that's another $30. In other words, almost like a $60 run, damn near. I mean, that's still a good setup. Yeah, I mean, look at the setup, engineer. Look at that. You would have had a good opportunity. Look at this, $30 run up. I mean, yeah, you would have been banking on that. All right, guys. So we'll need 550. 550. What time is counter close out? Oh, we still got time. 550 down to what? 548.88. So as I told y'all, let's see. So boy, they're definitely trying to put a monkey wrench in that one. They're definitely trying to put a monkey wrench in that one. But keep in mind, we gotta crack that 548.88 if we do get that pullback down toward that level. Keep that on watch. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. I mean, we still got time. Still got about 6 minutes. Still got about 6 minutes. So what price point, engineer? After that spike on up, red candle, what did we get rejected at, engineer? What did we get rejected? 552? I told you, boy, that 552 ain't nothing to play with. That 552 ain't nothing to play with. 552. I told y'all, keep it on watch. 552. Y'all gonna hate me, boy. Y'all that number gonna stay stuck in y'all head until we break out of that damn crap. 582, 582. Mike, come up with a rap song to it, boss. I'm gonna be the hype man. you be like 550. I'll be like 2. 552. 552. I told y'all. Ran up to what? 552. Bow. Back down. Back on down. 552. Man, I'm down. Hey, let's do it. We gotta pick a beat though. We gotta pick a beat. I gotta figure out what we're gonna use. What beat we're gonna use, boss. So here we go, guys. Well, I told y'all, where my alert at? 548.88. Let's see if we're gonna get all the way down to 548.88. 548.88. Let's see, can we get that pull all the way back down? 548.88. Which contract was this? That one ain't do too much. I don't like that put contract. It ain't even do too much of nothing. Good thing I ain't trade that one. It ain't barely moved. Hell no. That one barely even moved on that one. Let me see how those 552 contracts looking. What it, how much you missing? 582s. From what price point? 111 up to $3. Mike, do I be lying, boss? Look. 552 strike price. $1, 10 cents, $3, 20 cents. Strike price, 582. 582. They don't want to believe me, Mike. They don't want to believe me, boss. They don't want to hear nothing I gotta say. They don't want to believe me. 582. They don't want to listen to me. I ain't ish. They don't want to believe me. They don't want to believe nothing I say, boss. I try, man. I try, boss. I try. So let's see. Can we get that pull back down to that 548.88? Let me see where we go from here. We got about 3 minutes left to this candle close out. Let's see. Because right now you done lost the 50, you done lost the 9, Only indicator you got left is that 20 EMA, which is around, what price point is that? 549.50. 549.50. All from that point, you got room to come back down to that 548. So let's see where we go. Shit, I'd have been more concerned about them trapping those bulls. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, J-Dub, I'd have been more concerned about them trapping those bulls, especially after that random spike that happened at the 553. I'd have been more concerned about the bull trap first. That's what I'd have been focused on. That damn bull trap. Bull trap all the way at 550. Cause think about, and what I mean by that is, J-Dub, imagine how many people try to jump in right here, saying, "Oh man, we going to the moon." Stock twits. Imagine them jumping in at 553. We about to go to the moon. Next thing you know, bow. caught their ass right back on down. Underneath what? 552. So right now, let me see what range based off of the past what we could be in. Cause y'all back underneath 551. You do have a little floor right around that 548.88. Let me see. So right now you in this little range. Cause you have yet to get back above 551. Now you got back down in these floors, and this bad boy is still looking. The only way I'll put it like this, J-Dub. The only way I say they can really be setting up bad traps, and they get back above 550. So watch that level. Cause the only thing that's holding them up right now is that last indicator. That's that 9 EMA. That's gonna be around 550, 549.50. Look like they damn near cracking that one. 549.50, because you're right at 549.49, 549.44, 549.40. Let's see. Ha! Bad trap my ass. Shit. Bad trap my ass. Ain't no bad trapping right now. Well, like I said, more of a bull trap. More of a bull trap, yeah. For all those people that went chasing, all I did was look at one price point. And Mike, y'all don't even want to see it. You already know. J-Dub, I don't even want to see it. You already know. They got that little, when I seen this little random squeeze up, I knew something wasn't right. I say, man, it looked like a volatility spike. Nothing behind it to back it up. You have no economic data. You have, well, like I said, earnings is not until 4 o'clock. You have nothing doing its course. I don't see nothing, for that spike to be happening. So I'm like, nah, that's fake. That's a fake out breakout. And that's why I kept alerting it. Fake out breakout. Fake out breakout. Fake out breakout. Calls the engineer. I'll be careful about that. I would say a call if we can get back above 550. That $half mark and hold it. Get back above 550. Hold that level for that pushback up. Because right now you got to understand you're underneath 550. $half mark. And it does still look like somewhat of a bear flag setup. So be mindful of that. Don't fall for them bull traps yet. Wait for that. I told you, confirmation, queen. Confirmation. Because you got to remember, that 550 is a $half mark. So underneath 550, resistance. Above 550, possible support. So you gotta wait for confirmation, queen. Gotta wait for confirmation. Could they push back up? Yeah. Get back above 550 and close above that. They can still hold that level because you be back above the 9 EMA. Yeah, so get back above 550, J-Dub. Hold that key level because, again, getting back above that 550 level, you're back above those EMA levels. You're back above the 20 EMA and the 9 EMA. So that's why you got to get back. Make sure those buys close above 550. Close above 550, hold that key level. Close it out. We don't want to see a push up to 550 and come back down. We want to see a close above that price point, 550. Because right now we're pushing. Up towards that 50 SMA. Yeah, wait on confirmation, man. Because we know we had a nice little dump off just now. But let's see if these buys going to step back in for that possible reversal back up again. So watch that 550 level. 550. Make sure you hold 550. 550 level. We above it right now. 25 cents above that price point. Do keep in mind, you do have that 50 SMA right above your head. 550. I mean, right here. So keep that in mind. Keep it in mind. In order for us to get that bounce back up, we want to get on top of 550. Because why? That's going to keep us above the 9 EMA. And the 20 EMA. That's going to still put us in some type of little range between those indicators. So hold that 550 level. Stay above 550. Because I know a lot of people losing their mind because it's going back and forth, back and forth. I know a lot of people going crazy. I know a lot of people going crazy. A lot of people going crazy. Trying to get in on. They don't know which way to get in on. They don't know if they want to get in on a put or a call. A put or a call. Again, if you want to go for a call, hold that 550 range for that push right back up. Because but also you got to keep in mind that what's above your head too. That 551 level too. That area where we got rejected at, you got to keep that in mind too. So from that 550 level, we got to get back above what price points? These price points to get that push back up to what? 552. So right now, we are holding above 550 at this time. Holding above 550. We want to stay above it, close above it. Close above. We got about, 12 minutes to this candle close out? Because right now, we're holding it. So we want to see a reversal. Hold that 550 level. From 550 up to 550.50 up to that 551 level. I just want you guys to be careful because I know a lot of people want to still trade. Emotions are getting the better of y'all. Y'all want to just jump in anywhere. Guys, just be careful. Please be careful. Be very careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Just like I said, nothing wrong with confirmation. Nothing is wrong with confirmation. So let's see how we can play this to the best of our abilities as far as a reversal. So we're above this old candle here. So we're above that price point. That's at what? 550.50 that we just talked about. 550.50. From 550.50 up to 551. So keep that on watch. So right now you got it. Getting that nice little spike back up. Getting that little spike back up. So gotta remember. So at this point in time, J Dub, the main important price points at this time, 550, 550.50. Because you're only 50 cents away from that 551. You're only 50 cents away from pushing back up to a 551. So from 550 level, hold that up to 550.50 level, right where we at right here. Hold that key level where we can create some type of little bull, a little bull flag pattern and a little support line right here, 550.50, for that possible push right back up towards that 551. So 550 right now we're at what? 550 right back underneath 550.50. Still fighting, 550.50. Buyers are trying to stay on top of it. So stay on top of 550.50 for sure, because that'll keep you above that 50 SMA. So 550.50 for sure. Yeah. So 550.50, boss. Because you see right here where that 50 SMA is at? You see where those bars are trying to squeeze on top and hold? They trying to stay on top of that indicator. And they try to stay on top of that price point of 550.50. So if they do that, and once that candle close out, it can make some type of a 50.50 level to now, from that point to, get a little pullback bounce where they can break back above 551 and proceed back up towards the upside. Under Remorse, what's up? What's up, boss? What's up? Lord, he keep changing that name so many times. What's up, son? Love you, man. I keep forgetting to keep changing his damn name. He changed his name so many times. Because at that time it throws me off. Because I had to look at the name. I was like, that's my son. That's the Roblox King. So shout out to my son. Love you, baby boy. Proud of you, man, on everything that you do, man. And I wish you much success, man. And Daddy's so proud of you. Keep up the great work, man. Keep up the great, incredible work that you're doing, man. So proud of you, man. So watch that 550.50 level, guys. 550.50.
YouTube.
Man, thank you so much, son. Love you, King. Love you. So what we got left? Got about 9 minutes left, guys. And I'm assuming be heading on out in a few. Yeah, because of school and everything. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. So right now.
Love YouTube.
You already know what time it is. You know what time it is. So keep it on watch, J-Dub, engineer, for those who want to try to go in on the long side. Watch that 550.50 level. Make sure you hold that price point for that possible push up to 551. So you see how you falling back underneath 550.50? See that? That's what I tell y'all. Be careful. Back underneath 550.50. So right now, let's see. Buyers need to close on top of that price point. See, starting to pull back down. That's why I tell you, you got to sit back and watch it, man. Sit back and watch these price points. That's why it's so important for confirmation. So important for confirmation. So at this time, even though we're not holding 550.50, we're still trying to hold 550. So as long as you stay on top of 550, I mean, that's a start somewhere. So let's see what we got left. About 8 minutes. Okay, so 550 is holding. All we need to know, like again, all the buyers need to do is get back on top of 550.50. Get back on top of that 550.50 because you're only 50 cents away from 551. And by doing that, that's going to put you back on top of that 50 SMA, which is a strong resistance. So that's why we need to get back on. And that's another reason why I said that J-Dub, because that 50 SMA can sometimes act like a 200-day moving average, but for intraday. So you see how powerful that 50 SMA is? See how powerful they couldn't stay on top of it? See that? Resistance real quick, right back down. So you see that, huh? That's why I tell y'all, man, confirmation. Don't chase, man. Be careful. Now you pulling back down to the 550s. So that's why confirmation matters. Confirmation matters. I do not want you guys chasing. So from 550.50, now you're pulling back down to 550. So now you're in somewhat of a little channel between 550 and 550.50. So in order for us to have a successful move back up, those buys need to get back on top of what price point? 550.50, because that's going to get you on top of all the indicators. So right now you're in somewhat of a little wedge between the 50 SMA, which is the red indicator, and your 9 MA. So you're in between the 9 MA and you're in between the areas of the 50 SMA. So you're kind of right in between these two bad boys. So between which is putting you in the channel, J-Dub, 550.50 and 550, because you got the 9 MA still holding up as support right around 550, and you have the 50 SMA, which is holding up around 550.50. Now now you get it, boss. Now you get what I'm saying on why those levels are so important. That's why I was saying waiting on confirmation. So right now, as long as they can hold 550, you still have something. You still have a floor at 550. They can still maneuver that floor at 550 back up. Because that'll keep it in the 550 range. Versus falling underneath 550, you go back into the 540 range. So let's see. Right now, with the low areas of 550, 550.12, 550.11. We got about 6 minutes left. Still holding 550. See, like I said, as long as you hold something, you got to start somewhere. So long as they hold 550, get the ball rocking and rolling, try to create a floor where they can slowly try to move their way back up to 550.50. So, you got to start somewhere, because you don't want to keep falling down, because you don't want to keep losing price points. So right now, pushing back up. Here we go, pushing back up from 550 up to 550.50. Let's see. Can those buys get that break? Can those buys hold above 550.50 level? Keep it on watch. So watch that price point, guys. Watch that price point. 550.50. 550.50. Because buys try to push right back up to it. So let's see, can we break above it and hold it? Because right now, again, you're in a little range, in a little 50 cent range. 45, you're only 5 cents away. Keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Again, J-Dub, Engineer, what you want to see is at least those buys try to get above that 550.50, because that'll help out a lot more for the pop, for the continuation push towards the upside. But right now, you see where you're getting hammered at, right? Around 550.50. So that's why they're gonna need to get on top of it. Got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. So all we're doing right now is watching these two price points between 550.50 and 550 itself. So all we're doing is watching. Right now, 550, we're still holding something. Still holding something. So still hope. It's still hope. Because I know some of y'all want to go long, I know. So again, as long as you're holding a floor, 550, that's your $half mark, you still have room to possibly push your way back up to 550.50. But you got to hold 5. See, right back underneath 550. See that? See? Keep it on watch. 550. 550. Now you're back underneath 550. Look right here. 550. Where we at? 548. 549. See? Because I don't want y'all chasing. Just be careful and watch these. Get this confirmation. Get this confirmation. That's why I always take. Nothing wrong with taking time by just sitting out a little bit and just watching the market how it sets up. So right now, you done lost 550 underneath that one. Now what they need to hold is going to be that 550 level, because you want to keep the $half mark. Underneath 550, you do have room to fall back down to what price point? You have room to fall back down from the possible 550 down to what? 548 and so forth. Which is creating a what? Upper shadow. Now see J-Dub, see how I called that out, boss? To avoid y'all from jumping in too early. See that? See how I called it out? Because I didn't want y'all jumping in too early. Told y'all to watch just two specific price points. 550.50. 550. Two specific price points. Yeah, y'all didn't jump in and get caught up in that damn possible bull trap. Be careful, man. Like I said, wait on confirmation. You got about almost 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Still need 550. You got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. They can still push. They can still try to get above 250. I mean 550. I'm sorry, 550. But if they don't, you got to keep in mind 550 is gonna go back to resistance. That's your half dollar mark, which you're all back into the what? 540s. You're back in that 540 range. Thus creating a what? Possible downtrend setup back down this way. That's why you have to be mindful of these prices, guys. Be mindful of these prices, man. Be careful. Be mindful of these prices. You know, I'm back underneath 550. We got about a minute and a half. Back underneath it. Let's see. That's why I tell y'all, be careful. Wait on confirmation so y'all don't get caught up. Alright, let's see. So I'm trying to battle. Right now, you underneath the 50 and you battling the 9 EMA. You're underneath the 9 EMA. The only thing you have left is that 20 EMA. So let's see. How buyers are going to close this candle out. How will buyers close this candle? Let's see. Because again, I just want you guys to be careful, man. I just want you to be careful. I don't want y'all jumping the gun on anything. So we got a minute left. Got 1 minute left, guys. Let's see where we go. Can buyers push their way back up to 550? Let's see. Let's see. Because you don't want to gap underneath 550. Because that means that sellers can move down to the 550 range. Alright, got about almost 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. See that? Bad bull trap. See that bull trap? So I tell y'all, man, don't chase. You got to take your time and just understand these charts. Understand it. So what we got left? 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Let's see where we go. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Because the area that we need to stay on top of, even throughout the market, without falling all the way back down, is going to be that 548.88 level, right where my alert is at. 548.88. See, got a little gap up. Little gap up. Let's see. See where we go. So I'm gonna hold on with y'all for a little bit. I want to see what it does before I head on out. Because I want to make sure you guys in the right direction. Because I want to make sure you're not chasing. All right. Keep it on watch. Let's see. So I'm about 15 more minutes. I'm gonna be heading on out. So I just want to see how we're gonna close out. Because I want to make sure that you're on the right side of momentum. That you're not on the wrong side of momentum. Because I don't want you guys getting caught up in anything. I don't want you getting caught up in any traps you shouldn't jump into. So I'm going to take my time to help you guys out as best as possible. So I'm going to take another 15 minutes to do my best that let me see. Because like I said, if we want to see upside, we want to get back above that 550 range up to 550 range. Because we want to move our way back up. We want to start the transition from, this little downtrend setup to an uptrend setup back up towards those price points. And I just want to try to do what I can to help you avoid any type of traps that you shouldn't get into. So I'm gonna do 15 minutes. I'm gonna do my best that I can. Microsoft. Oh yeah, then you got them. Let me see how far. Let me see. Microsoft. Yep, and then we talked about Microsoft as well. Yep, underneath those price points. Yep, so that's still looking weak. So right now, SPY still trying to get back on top of 550. So I'm gonna do my best that I can, guys, before I head on out. So I'm gonna try to do my best what I can to help you. It's all about the closes. All about the close of these candles. Because I know it's a lot of back and forth, a lot of choppiness. I know it's back and forth. But again, the main price points you want to hold is 550, 50 level for that possible pushback up where we can start to reverse that play on the bullish side of things. So right now, I mean, your indicators haven't crossed over towards the downside, which is a good thing. So you still got the 20 EMA holding up. You got the 9 EMA still holding up. So it's still not a bad look as far as still trying to go back up towards the upside. Because you haven't started to curl this way. I mean, still trying to hold up as far as the 9 EMA. But we do have to get above that 550 up to 551 because we want those indicators to curl up. We don't want to start curling down. So, okay, J-Dub, engineer, you see the value where your 9 EMA is at right now? Your 9 EMA has showed less value underneath what price point? 550, right? Because you started to bend underneath that price point. So that's why we need to get that break above 550, hold it, so we start to get that indicator to curl up that way. Because we want it to increase in value, not lose value. Because you can see right here, you ran up towards 550 on just that indicator alone when you got rejected and you came back down because it showed less value than the price point of 550. That's why that 550 is going to be important. because we want to show value on that indicator, not less value. So see, yeah, we can get that indicator. So right, what it's doing, get that bad boy to squeeze. That means that indicator should start to curl up. So we want that 9 MA to start to curl and show value above that 550, which can continue to move up. There you go. So that's all it's about, man. Understanding these, it's all about understanding these, just how the way it moves, man. I know it gets crazy sometimes. I know. But it's like I said, confirmation, patience. I mean, there you go, man. It's all about confirmations and patience. 550, you back on top of 550. Now, that's all you gotta do is stay on top of it. So let's see, can we get it finally? Can we get the buyers to stay on top of it again? Let's see. Stay on top of 550. So I got about 12 minutes with you guys before I head on out. So I just want to see, can we hold 550? Stay on top of 550. That'll keep you in this range here, in this little range here. Right now, 550. There you go. Because it's still, like I said, to me, it still looks bullish. Like I said, indicators are still sitting upright. I mean, it could be setting up for a possible squeeze later on. I mean, it could. As we get close towards the market close, it could try to go for a squeeze, but we'll just keep it on watch. Like I said, from this area, watch 550 for the move back up towards the upside. You just don't want to lose this price point because you don't want to fall back into the 540s. So that's the main thing you want to watch from this point. If you're gonna try to go for a trade, as the market is about to close, hold 550. Hold that 550 level, stay within the 550 range as we push our way back up towards the upside. So just watch 550. Watch 550 because it looked like you want to go for a squeeze. Definitely look like you want to go for a possible squeeze above that 550 up to that back up to 551. So y'all already remember from 550, 550 up to that 551. So we already right now buyers already reclaiming 550. Now we want to reclaim what price point from there? 550.50 because you want to get back on top of that 50 SMA, which we can utilize that indicator because you want to turn that resistance to support where you be right underneath or be right above it. So you not only have the natural support at 550.50, you'll also have the support of the 50 SMA as well because that can hold up as a strong indicator as far as support and resistance. So you can tell when you're underneath it, it holds up as strong resistance. When you're above it, it can hold up as possible support. So there go your buyers trying to get on top of what? 550.50 and on top of that 50 SMA. So look like they're still trying to go for a possible push towards the market close. So keep your eyes peeled. So from 550 level, you want to get above 550.50. 550.50. As long as you got to start somewhere because you don't want to keep falling over. You don't want to keep falling and falling and falling and falling. You want to hold some type of floor where those sellers are having trouble cracking. So 550, hold that level. That should have dollar mark. You want to stay in the 550 range. From 550 up to 550.50, get on top of that indicator. That's going to be a strong, and that can be beneficial to buyers. They get back on top of 550 because that'll put them on top of that strong indicator for that possible squeeze up towards the upside. So just be careful. So watch those price points. So guys, got about 9 minutes left. So 9 minutes left. Y'all have any questions, comments, concerns? Do feel free to reach out to me, guys, and I'm here to help you guys with whatever you may need help with. I got you. I got you on that. Just click that. Tomorrow is Mike. Did you get in on it on Microsoft? Did you get in on Microsoft? Last 5 earnings have. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me see. Let me check out the estimate. The estimates on how did they perform. Let me check it out real quick. Mike, I got you. Let me see on how they performed last time. Let me check it out. So Microsoft earnings. Excuse me, earnings. Oops. Microsoft earnings. There we go. Let me check out the performance. It look like they, well, no, from what I'm looking at, Mike, it look like they beat them all. December beat, September beat, June beat. So it look like they didn't beat all the earnings so far. Yeah, it look like they done real well as far as earnings. Yeah, it look like they done really well. What about Meta? Meta beat his earnings as well. So I mean, you may want to keep that in mind. I mean, especially as those, as SPY try to climb his way up, because it look like they didn't beat all the earnings. I mean, the previous ones. I mean, this was Meta, and then Microsoft beat its earnings as well. Look at this. So I mean, just keep it on watch, Mike. I mean, but it looked from what we looked at from the past, looked like they beat all their earnings before. So yeah, just be mindful of that, boss. Because it may set itself up for a type of move later on where you could get a possible push, because you already know the area that we need to break on Microsoft. That's going to be around 395. So we know that we need to break 395 for sure. But SPY is definitely trying to set up for something. I mean, the downtrend is still setting up. Downtrend is still setting up. I mean, not downtrend, I'm sorry, uptrend. I apologize. Uptrend is still setting up for something. Because you still haven't got that complete drop. You get a pullback, then you bounce. You get a pullback, then you bounce. Man, look at the overall setup still. Still look like an uptrend trying to set up for something. It's definitely setting up for something. It's definitely setting up for something. So just keep it on watch to see. Because that uptrend is still holding. So, I mean, we haven't got a major drop or a major dump to where, the market is falling off the face of the earth. I mean, the fact is, again, pullback, bounce. Pullback, bounce. But look at the pattern that's still setting up. You're still setting up in an uptrend still. It's still setting up in an uptrend. So keep that in mind. Keep that on watch. Like I told y'all, the main thing, hold that 550 level up to 550.50 for that possible push back up to these old resistance levels. But it does still give off a uptrend pattern still. So it's still getting off an uptrend pattern. Where it does look like it still wants to possibly push that way still. I'm just being honest. It does still look like it wants to set itself up to push this way. So just keep that on watch. Because like I said, watch the main price points at this time. 550, 550.50 up to that 551 where we get that push right back up to 552 level. Where we can start to create some type of U-shaped pattern right back up towards the upside. But, I mean, like I said, look at the way the pattern is still setting up. The pattern is still setting up on an uptrend. Just keep it on watch to see where we go. Don't jump the gun. Again, wait on confirmation. See if those buys are going to move in aggressive. See if those buys are going to go for those breakouts. When you get that breakout, pull back, bounce. So, wait for, breakout, pull back, bounce, kind of like here. Kind of like you did here. Went for a little breakout, pull back, bounce off of this old key level. Now, let's see, can we get a breakout, pull back, bounce off of this old key level? So, if that's the case, that means we're still continuously moving up towards the upside. Because that's what you want to see on an uptrend. Because the goal of an uptrend is to break above a certain key level you couldn't break before. So, right here, you couldn't break that key level. You pull back, then you broke out. Old resistance turned to what? Possible support. So, right now, they're trying to utilize these old areas for support to move back up towards the upside, where now we can take out this level. So just keep it on watch to see where we go. Just see if those buys gonna step in. So, like I said, watch that 550 level. If we so happen to crack 550, you do have room to fall back down to that 548.88. But the way this is setting up right as of now, just being honest, it just does still look like somewhat of an uptrend. It does. But the main price point to stay focused on is going to be 550 because that is your $half mark. So that's why I said don't jump the gun. Wait on confirmation to make sure that those buys are going to reclaim that 550 level as we can create pullback failures, for the next candles coming in. Where you pull back, fail, pull back, fail, pull back, fail. Where it's hard for them to take out that 550 level, which will create a bad trap for the move back up. So that's what you want to see from this point. But it does give off an uptrend that still look like it still wants to move back up towards the upside. It's going to be honest. It does. It does still look like it still want to set itself up for a possible push. So which it look like it's doing. Because where we at right now? 550.38. So again, we want to get above 550.50. From 550.50 up to that 551. We want to see some type of U-shaped pattern moving our way back up, showing some type of strength that buyers are stepping back in and stepping up to the plate. So that's what you want to see. But it does give off an uptrend still. I'm just being honest. It still look like it want to push. So I'm just letting you guys know. It look like it still want to push. So we have reclaimed 550, above 550.50, pushing up to what? Possible 551. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. Still standing up on an uptrend. Still standing up on an uptrend. Good to go. That's all it's about. Confirmation. Making sure that bad boy is holding. W pattern? I don't see a W pattern on SPY. I don't see a W pattern. The only thing I see, I just see an uptrend at this moment, engineer. That's all I see at this time is an uptrend. I don't see a W pattern, but I just do see an uptrend. From these bottoms where it look like it's building up higher lows. I do see an uptrend. Pull back, bounce. So it does still looks bullish, like it still wants to go for a possible squeeze. So keep that in mind. That look like it can push. So it look like it's trying to. So right now it's still looking bullish. Despite the little pullback we just had, we reclaimed 550, right back above 550. Reclaimed 550.50. back up to close to 551, where it looks like it wants to make a U-shaped pattern back up. So keep that in mind. So uptrend is still holding. So it is uptrend still holding. So yeah, guys, I'm about to soon be heading on out. Got about, like I said, a few minutes. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, guys, do feel free to reach out to me or even my mods. But I'm here to help you guys with whatever you may need help with. Don't forget, guys, today we do have earnings coming out. We do have Meta and we do have Microsoft coming out. So definitely keep that on watch. Definitely keep that on watch. So here we go, guys. Trying to go for that push. Look like for a possible little U-shaped breakout. But again, watch that overall pattern that's still setting up on an actual uptrend pattern that could set up for a squeeze right at these levels that could push. So definitely stop that active. So yeah, we could definitely see that though. Uptrend, possible squeeze. Keep it on watch. So that bad boy is still setting up for a possible push. So see that, guys? See that uptrend is still trying to hold up? Still trying to hold up. Buyers are still stepping in. Still trying to go for that U-shaped pattern. Trying to go for that breakout. So yeah, yeah. So it definitely still looks bullish to me. Too active. It does. It still looks bullish. But the main price point that we need to take out, guys, a break and hold above. Y'all already know. We done went through this since weeks ago, days ago. Today, 552. Y'all know this. That's going to be the main area that we need to stay on top of. 552. Watch that key level. Because as long as you stay on 552, we can utilize those bottoms for that possible push back up to the 555, 560 range. But that's going to be the area that those buyers need to take out or reclaim. Is going to be that 552 level. So keep that on watch. We need to break that key level. 552 and stay above it. So right now you're looking good as far as trying to move back up towards the upside. Where we at right now? Almost up to 51. Almost back up to these old areas. So yeah, right now it's definitely looking good. Because there's a half. I'll say 555 because a half dollar mark. You know what I mean? So from 550, 555, from 555 to 560. You know that. You know the half dollar game. You know the half dollar game, Mike. You know how that rolls. What room to still push up to 560, of course. But the main price point, 552. Break above that price point. That's going to be your main key area. Because again, we went over this time and time again. That's going to be the main key that's going to change the course of the SPY setup. It's 552. Don't forget, right here across the board, guys. 552. Look right here. 552 right across the board. 552 acted as support. And it also acted as resistance. So we want to get right back on top of that, where we can go turn that back into support, where we can focus on this range, up to 565 to 577. You can see, like I said, remember what I told you last time? Last time we held 552, you went from that price point to 565 to 577, then back on down to what price point? 552. So that's why you need to stay on top. That's why we need to get that breakout where we can get back in this range here. The old range that we had, what date was this? That was in March. Yeah, so in March, we held the 552 level. And the end of March, we held that 552 level. Then we wound up cracking the 552 level. And then got rejected at 552 level as of now. So, what we need to do, break above 552 to get us back in these ranges. 552, 565, to what? 577, where we got that hard rejection back down to what price point? 552, right across the board. So, keep that in mind. 552. So right now we have what? 551, the dollar way for possibly going for that breakout above what? 552. So definitely keep that on watch. And once you get that breakout, then that'll put you in a range of 555 to 560. Because you got to remember, half dollar mark. 555, half dollar mark. 550, 555, 560. So there you go. There you go. Well, we can run our way back up to what? 555. See that? Look at that. See the setup? So we get back on top of those levels. Y'all run up to what? 555, and you'll be right back in this old range that we were in. When was that? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So right there, need to reclaim that floor. Get above that 552. Bam, you're good to go. So there it is. Put us back in that range. Yep. So yep, right around that 555-ish level from yesterday. old tops back on down underneath 584. Then you just caught that dump. But yeah, we want to get back in this range here, guys. We want to definitely get back in that range. Definitely get back in that range. So it looks like it's setting up to try to. I mean, like I said, and don't forget, we do have earnings coming out. I mean, so far from what we looked at as far as Meta and Microsoft, I mean, they have beaten their earnings. So, I mean, it may cause a positive impact, engineer, where we could break and hold. So, but just keep that on watch, engineer. Because like I said, I just want you to be careful. I want you to trade safe. You already know how I am when it comes to you, because I try to take care of you as much as possible. So, from that point of 550, we want to get the breakout above these price points back into this range here. So we got to get back above 552, back in this level here. But you already know 552 is going to hold a lot of weight. We already know this. We done went over this time and time again, 552. So if we get back above that price point, we can stay in that range of 552 up to 565 to 577. So just keep that in mind. So watch that bad boy. But it does look like it's trying to, though. I mean, you are in a somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern where it does look like it wants to squeeze up. So just watch those buys that they do try to step in for that possible squeeze and that push. So we are on an ascending triangle pattern that could possibly squeeze up and break above that price point in due time, where we could push back up towards those highs, up to 555. So it's a possibility to still do it. So, just give it some time, let those buys step in, and boom. Because the way the indicators are setting up, I mean, the indicators are setting up bullish. I mean, because you're above all the indicators. You're above the 9, you're above the 20, and now you're above the main one, which is the 50 SMA, which they can utilize that as those indicators move up. It look like it's about to create some type of indicator squeeze between the 50 and the 9 that could possibly squeeze up. And it does look like a little mini bull flag right here on this little 15-minute time frame. So it could lead to a possible push. So just keep it on watch to see what these buyers do as the market is about to close. So, I mean, they still have opportunities to push. We just got to see these buyers step in and go for it, But they do have the opportunity to take advantage of that price point. So they do. So just watch these buys as they step in to break these old key levels for that push up to 552 and so forth. But you do have opportunities to, for the upside. You do have a lot of space and opportunities. I can't say what's going to happen on the earnings, but all I know is from the research that we did do, Microsoft beat their earnings 3 times in a row. Meta beat his earnings 3 times in a row. That could lead to some upside. So it's a possibility, engineer, that we could get a nice squeeze. So don't forget about it. That could lead to a positive impact. That could squeeze up. Because now, again, once we break above 552, now we can utilize that price point for support even during a pullback. So if those buyers can successfully break above that price point, even during the pullbacks, now it's going back to possible support where now they can set up bear traps where they can move their way back up. So just keep your eyes peeled for those buyers to possibly step in for that possible push towards the market close and towards earnings to see if we get that push above those 552 up to 555. So definitely keep that on watch. Because it looks like it's trying to gear up to do it. Little bull flag pattern setting up for possible push. So yeah, guys, somebody be heading on out, man. Because again, school and I got to attend to them. So again, thank y'all so much for joining me, man. And tomorrow, what do we have tomorrow? We have earnings tomorrow. We have Amazon and we have Apple tomorrow. And what type of data we gonna have tomorrow? Let me bring this up real quick for tomorrow. Economic wise, we're gonna have Thursday. Where you at Thursday? Oh yeah, so we're gonna have the jobless claims, PMI manufacturing, what else? ISM manufacturing, construction spending. That's gonna be between the hours of 8:30, 9:45, and 10. We're gonna have the gas reports at 10:30. Other than that, that should be it. And then the only thing we got to look forward to is going to be Apple and Amazon's earnings. That's about it. But right now, guys, it does look like it's setting up for that little bull flag pattern for a possible push. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch to see Kim get that push. Keep it on watch. So right now, still looking good for possible squeeze up towards the upside. So still looking good. But yeah, guys, let me give everybody a shout out, man, who did come through, man. Somebody be heading on out. Let me give a shout out to my son, Under Morse. Shout out to you, son. You know I love you to death, man. Zero, shout out to you, and thank you so much for all your incredible alerts, man, and everything, and for everybody else who came in this morning too as well. Thank y'all. Trader Mike, y'all already know what time it is, man. Let me give a shout out to my day ones. Active Trade, thank you so much for coming through too. Deck, Trader Mike, Engineer. Who else we had in the build? I'm gonna scroll up instead of scrolling down. J Dub, Jenna, Queen. Who else we had in the building this morning? We had Loliando, we had Low Bar, Thunder. Who else we had? Let me see. Who else we had? I know we had some other people. I don't know if it's gonna let me scroll all the way back up because I know I had to start my thing over today. Lone Wolf, shout out to you, boss. Who else? Who else we had? Night Trader. Oh wait, I think I'm going a little bit further out. Wait, I'm on the wrong date. 30th. Sorry about that. 30th. I'm tripping. Sorry. Yeah. Low Boy, Lone Wolf, shout out to all y'all incredible traders, man. Tariq, shout out to you and thank you for helping engineer. During that time. Appreciate your boss for helping out. Who else? Nate Traedz, is always a pleasure, boss. Thank you so much for always coming through and helping us with alerts and everything. A's and shout out to you, boss, as well. Who else did we have in the building? I think that Money Man, shout out to you, boss. Congratulations on your profits. I think that shit. Coldplay. Damn, I ain't seen Coldplay in forever, and I didn't realize that he came through here. That's how long it's been since he been through here. Trading Profit, shout out to you. Cause they always come in like a ghost, like a phantom. Cause one minute I see Coldplay, and why is my mind slipping on the other one? My mind is slipping. AR Traedz, that's another one. Shout out to him because he always come in every now and then. It's like all these little phantom traders who come in, pop in their head, every now and then. So let me see.
Whisperer said, "Thank you."
Man, Face, thank you so much too, Queen, and appreciate you. Don't forget, we do have earnings coming out towards the market close. We do have matter of fact, I'm gonna bring up the earnings calls too. We do have Microsoft and we do have Meta. Before I do close it out, let me see what time. I think the earnings call should be around 4:30, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let me see what time the earnings calls will be. I think 4:30.
Thanks for all you do, man.
Man, no problem at all. Yeah, Brent, no problem at all, man. Because again, I want to help you guys. I'm trying to put y'all on the right path. Because I've been in those situations trying to guess these trades, getting caught up in choppiness, and I know how it is, man. And once I start to understand the way the market works, especially around earnings and certain datas and the manipulations on how they'll run to a certain price point or they'll drop to a certain price point purposely. So once I start to get the hang of it, I'm like, I started getting to better opportunities. And like I said. Another thing to help you guys out, make 2 charts especially if you're doing options. Set up one for a call and set up one for a put, so you can see the setups itself within those charts, where you can see which one has more strength and which one has weakness. So which one has weakness, don't trade downward, focus on the one with the strength. In other words, like a U-shaped pattern, that can be setting itself up in a healthy manner. So definitely watch that and keep your eyes peeled on that. But that's what I do. I just put my charts side by side, puts and calls, and understand which one is more healthier and which one is more beneficial. That's what I do. It's about the smartest thing to do. I had to learn from my mistakes. Trust me, I had to learn from my mistakes doing that crap. Aussie, thank you so much for the love and everything that you've given me too, Queen. Thank you so much for always holding it down for me too as well. J-Dub, you already know what time it is, boss. I think I got everybody so far. Hope I don't miss everybody. I think that should be it. Today. Meta and Microsoft is today, engineer. After the market close. I'm trying to pull up the earning calls. Let me see. Let me go to Microsoft earnings calls first. Let me go to the earnings calls, see what time the earnings calls is gonna be. Okay, I got it right here. Okay, I got it, engineer. So for everybody else. So right now they got the earnings call set for 5:30 for Microsoft. And let me go to Meta real quick to see what time the earnings call is gonna be on that bad boy. Oops, let me do that. Meta's earnings call is gonna be at 5 o'clock. So we got 1 at 5. Let me go ahead and set that up. I'll post these two if y'all need it. So let me put up Meta's earnings calls, put up the time, and I'm gonna post up Microsoft as well. So I got y'all on that too. Bam, bam, bam. So I'm gonna have all this set for you guys. And I'm gonna put it on my chart as well. And Microsoft. Got y'all on that one too. All right, cool. So y'all know the time the earnings calls will take place. So, but you still may see some volatility before then, and you may see some volatility still. So just keep that on watch. So I got Microsoft and Meta for you guys. So I'm about to post this real quick. All right, and post and done. All right, cool, got it. So y'all guys are set. Meta, good or bad? I mean, as far as what the earnings have came out, as far as the past engineer. They've been beating expectations. So I mean, they've been doing pretty well as far as earnings beats. Microsoft and Meta. So if I go back the other way, Meta, same thing. September, January, they've been beating all the earnings. So far they've been looking pretty good as far as earnings. So I mean, I see positivity so far. So definitely just keep that on watch. As the bell ring and as those earnings calls rolls around the corner. But yeah, so I didn't put out the time as far as what time they're going to be rolling around as far as earning calls for Meta and Microsoft. But each time is less. Less earnings? Sometimes what normally happens, Mike, and like I said, sometimes they get real volatile even before the earnings calls even hit. So even after 4 o'clock, like 4:15, 4:30, or somewhere in that bracket, they may make a move even before then. It may make some type of volatile move before then. So keep that on watch. Because I didn't see Tesla do it. I didn't see NVIDIA do it. I didn't see Apple and them do it. Like before the earnings calls hit, they go and volatile moves even before then. So just definitely keep your eyes peeled once that bell rings to see, and keep your eyes peeled on Microsoft and Meta to see and watch that volume. And keep it on watch to see where it goes. But you may see some volatility before those earnings calls come out. But yeah, guys, I'm about to shut it down, man. Let me give love to everybody. You already know what time it is. Thank y'all so much for joining me, man. Y'all already know. Let me give some love to my mods, man. Appreciate you guys for everything that you guys do. Thank y'all for the donations, for the subs, for everything that y'all do, man. Appreciate you. Y'all already know what time it is. Let me go ahead and drop that. And if y'all are new to my channel, man, please do your boy a favor, man, because I'm working really hard to get to these this 1K sub mark on YouTube, man. So if y'all don't mind doing me a favor, please smash that subscribe button. If you already subscribe on YouTube, hit the notification bell, like, share, comment. If you're on Twitch, follow or subscribe to avoid the ads. So again, just go to Traedz TV YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and we good to go, man. Thank y'all so much for everything. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, guys, about to be signing on off, man. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. And because I normally don't play during earnings. I like to kind of wait after earnings to see what type of effect it have. That's normally what I normally would do. So I like to see what type of move or what type of impact it's going to have on the market afterwards. How I can, play, see what, price ranges that I should be looking forward to. So I'm going to be watching that as well. But if you want to jump in, just make sure you understand those areas, understand your levels of your entries and your exits and support resistance and so forth. But yeah, guys, about to be heading on out, man. Hope everybody have a blessed night. Congratulations to all my traders who profited on the downside and the upside. Don't forget, tomorrow we do have some more earnings coming out, which will be Apple and Amazon coming out. And we'll be rocking and rolling from there. So, guys, y'all already know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk, always put great forth for greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, I hope everybody have a blessed night. Trade safe, stay safe, don't overtrade, don't let your emotions get the better of you, don't never put greed over grateful. That's all I'm saying. So, love you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Throw It in the Bag Thursdays. Y'all stay blessed up. Love y'all. Peace.